let's get serious now. All right, so we have very special guest on the channel today. Here's Bacon. Say hello.
Hello, man. How are we? How's everybody?
Fucking probably about the 10 people watching this video doing pretty decent, I'd say.
No, I don't so.
But today we are here for a very special reason. We are doing our sort of predictions, but also I've got a couple of questions that you don't actually know about. I've had a bit of time to prepare though, so my answers I hope are going to be all right. But you are going to be caught on the off chance. But reason Bacon is here today is because he is in fact an Arsenal fan. Everybody boo this man. Everybody boo this man.
This is Anfield South.
This is Anfield South. How have we got?
Yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan. All right, I've heard it all.
But he's ready to hear it again.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't worry, I heard it first because he always hears it second.
All the time. Right. So, what are we getting into now?
So, firstly, before we even get into the game, right? So, I just want to say, who do you think is more likely to sort of push for the title this year? Now, obviously, I know the obvious answers. You're going to say Arsenal, I'm going to say Liverpool. But I get that. But I want to hear your reasoning behind why you think Arsenal are going to be the people to go on and eventually win that title this year.
I think Arsenal, we did a big thing where we were like raising the ceiling, you know, just adding better players. But we weren't really raising the floor of our team. And I think this year we've raised the floor a lot. You know, the people that we can bring off the bench are so much better than what we used to have. We used to bring on Smith Rowe and Reece Nelson, you know. Like, we used to bring on Raheem Sterling, for God's sake, bro. Raheem Sterling and pray. But this season we got Martinelli, Eze, Madueke. Yeah, you know, Saka's out. But last season, if Saka was out going into this game, I'll be crying. We've got Madueke. So yeah, I just think the floor of the team has risen. And I think that could get us over the line.
So you see, as much as I love to banter, yeah, you know, I'm big into banter in Arsenal is what I do.
Yeah, you are.
But I've got to completely agree with what you say, to be honest. Like, I do think that you guys you've improved where you need to. Bringing someone in like Norgard, for example, someone that can come off the bench and still bring leadership. I think that's a really important quality to have.
Absolutely.
Like, Liverpool had it in our previous title winning sides. Like, when we had it under Klopp, we had Milner that could come on and just calm everything down. Even last year, and not to the same extent, but someone like Wataru Endo, for example, he's sort of like, he's experienced. He's been there, he's played. We have captains all over our team. And I think that that's an important thing. Like, obviously, Van Dijk's the captain of Liverpool, but he's also Netherlands captain. Salah, captain of Egypt. You know, like, we've got Szoboszlai, Hungarian captain. Like, we have loads of captains around the team, and I think that's an important thing. And I do agree.
Yeah.
You guys have raised your floor quite high.
and we've added captains now. I'm pretty sure Eze was captain at Palace for like a bit. Not
and
like
then
all the time,
Norgard.
We've got Rice. We've got Erdegaard, obviously. We've got a lot of players, man. A lot of really good players.
But then you also do just have leaders as well. Like you know what I mean? Like Gabriel, like, he may not be a captain, but he is a leader.
No, exactly.
You know?
God just absolutely put his foot through the ball, man. And that that's enough. You know, you don't have to see. He talks a lot, but he really does a lot that just leads by example. And having him for you guys now, you know, if we go potentially 1-0 up, I don't think I'll be like too worried. One thing I am worried is that if we do go 1-0 up, it becomes like the United game and we just regress.
Yeah. I feel like that's Arteta's problem. Like that's something that I would tend to criticize. Like, Arteta's got a bit of that Southgate gene in him. If you know what I mean. Like,
get out of it.
No. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
Not to the same extent.
Southgate gene.
Not to the same extent.
Your mouth out, bro. Mikel Arteta is nothing like Southgate, bro.
But you know what I mean? Like, you go 1-0 up, and then you try and protect the lead. Rather than trying to build a lead, you try and protect the lead. And I completely understand the mentality behind it. Because you don't want to lose the game. So you want to try and protect what you have. But sometimes you need 2 goals. For me to answer my own question there, I think that, obviously, Liverpool, I think we can go on to win the league again. And, you know, I did predict us to. I genuinely think that we have not played well in our first 2 games. and we've still scored 5 goals.
Mhm.
Like, and we've not played well, like, at all. And we've played 2 good sides, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like Bournemouth, as much as they've lost defenders, they've still got the core sort of like philosophy. I mean, I think Iraola's an incredible manager. You know what I mean? I think he's really like tactically smart. He's got them running like crazy. And even though we battered them last year, it wasn't an easy game. So I expected that to be a hard game to start the season off. And then obviously what happened, I mean, you've been on the channel. You were in fact in the last video.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
that was a hard watch, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I am really actually happy for Rio Ngamoa, or I think that's his name.
That
Because
is,
it's
yeah,
always nice
yeah.
seeing like a kid score like an important goal like that, man. Like if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be like gassed.
Oh
But
man.
after the couple of days are over, you look back and you realise that was not a good game. Like, yeah, we won it in like amazing style, but don't let that like forget about like what you guys couldn't do. You were 2-0 up,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
couldn't contain a 10-man Newcastle
That's
for an
two.
entire half.
That's 2 games back to back where we've been 2-0 up and we've lost the lead. I mean, we saw it last year against you guys actually. We went, what was it, 2 or 3? I can't remember, one or the other.
I think it was 2.
Then you guys fought back and ended up getting a draw. But like, obviously last year it didn't matter because we'd already won. You know what I mean? So it didn't matter. But this year, I mean, we're coming back and fighting back and winning. But I can only think that eventually we're not gonna be throwing these leads away. Like I can't see it being a long-term thing. I think that there's a lot of. I think it stems from the midfield. They need to learn to gel together. I feel like Wirtz needs to sort of settle into the midfield, and then we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Obviously that's
Well,
easier
how long
said
do
than
you
done.
think it'd take?
I reckon after international break he'll come back and look good.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll take long because he's shown flashes in the games.
Mm.
Like he presses really well out of possession. He does have little flashes where he plays like a quick pass, or you know what I mean. Like he's not been all bad. It's just people will zone in on that because of the price tag, which is completely. You know, I've done it. But what I do want to remind people is people are going like comparing Florian Wirtz to Caicedo, for example. But Caicedo was getting red cards and giving away penalties, and you know Wirtz hasn't done that. Like, he may not have hit the ceiling that we're expecting from him, but I think he will.
It's also just 2 games.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 2 games. Like it's 2 games. Like I think people are so short term now.
Yeah.
You just gotta give people time, man. Like Amarim today, we're actually recording while that game's going on. I'm actually not sure what the score is.
It was 2-0
But like,
to
even
Grimsby.
though he's stinking it up, I think he has to stay to actually.
It's 2-2 now, by the way.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's 2-2. But I think he still needs he just needs to stay and have some time with the team.
Well, my thing is,
Obviously,
right?
I'm going to say that because if they keep carrying on like this, I'll be happy.
No, 100%. I agree. But also, I would say it because who are they going to bring in? But anyway, fuck United.
Anyway.
Fuck United. We're here to
I
talk
agree,
about
I
Liverpool
agree.
Arsenal. All right. We've done who's more likely to win the league. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing I was going to say is like sort of on current form, who's better. But if I'm honest, I'd have to say on current form, you guys like. It's difficult to say because there's only been 2 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but at the same time, obviously you guys played really well against Leeds and you played really crap against United.
Mm.
Whereas
Well,
we've played
one of the-
really well in the first half and really bad in the second half both games. So it's kind of difficult.
So what's the next topic?
The next topic, before we get into the actual game, is let's take a little look into the past. And let's take a little flashback to some of our famous clashes. You know, I think Arsenal-Liverpool, always a crazy one. I've got a sneaky suspicion that I might know what your favourite result is from this fixture. And a certain performance. But what's your favourite Arsenal versus Liverpool moment? I'll start off this time so that you have a little bit of just time to think. For me, it was, I believe, 2021 maybe. Like, you guys were just starting to really come into your own and like start building under Arteta. And it was at Anfield, and I remember before the game Arteta saying that you couldn't let the crowd get into it. And then he starts arguing with Klopp on the sideline around like, I want to say around like the half an hour mark, and the crowd just went nuts. And not even 5 minutes later, Mane goes and heads the ball in. And from there, we just went on to beat you guys 4-0. So yeah. I remember I was in the bar watching it with my little brother, and he's an Arsenal fan. And as soon as Arteta did that with Klopp, he was like, "No, the game's over." He's like, we're not coming out of here with a result. Because I think it was Mane headed it home, then Salah scored, then it's the same game that Diogo nicks the ball off of Nuno Tavares and like sits down your entire defence. And like Ramsdale's fuming before the ball's even hit the net. And then just to top off the result, Minamino scored our 4th goal with his first touch of the ball. so that sort of summed up the performance, if you know what I mean. But for me, that's my favourite moment over the years. What would you say? It can go back as far as you want, by the way. That's just one that's.
I ain't gonna lie. I haven't had a connection to an Arsenal team quite like this team we have now. So like, obviously, like my favourite Arsenal games are of the team like over the past 5 years. You know, when Mikel Arteta got in. You know.
Yeah.
I have obviously I followed Arsenal, but I just didn't see like a Arsenal team. It just didn't feel very like North London, you know. It didn't feel London.
Yeah.
This one does.
Yeah.
But
as a star boy.
So obviously, our game where we beat you 3-1 at home.
Yeah.
That was a great game because I remember us playing really, really well. And usually when we play against you, we play well. We never get the result. And this time we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saka getting the opening goal, which was
offside, by the way, but
yeah, whatever. Get out, mate.
Hey, when PGML would come out with a statement and say there wasn't a camera in that area, more than likely he was offside. that's all I'm gonna say. But nah. I get it.
But obviously the drama, you know, like Gabriel getting that horrible own goal, and then Alisson and Van Dijk messing up for our second goal to put us ahead, and then Trossard like skimming down the left wing and getting that finish in between Alisson Becker's legs, I think. So he got him at the near post. It was just nice to get that goal that had that relief, you know. And I remember watching that. It just felt like we had it. Obviously, we didn't, because we haven't won anything. But that was my favourite by far.
So I thought that you were going to say a certain Andre Arshavin that had one good game in his entire career, and it happened to be against Liverpool where he scored 4.
Yeah, mate, to be honest, I don't remember.
So I actually do remember watching that game.
Really?
Mostly because of a certain cousin going, yeah, hold 4, blood. But we won't go into that.
I do not associate with that man. He's not the same Arsenal fan as I am. Right, cool.
Next topic.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're going to go into, first off, we'll predict the game. And then there's a couple things after that we'll just rattle off quickly, like quick fire answers. So, firstly, your prediction for the game.
My head says it's gonna be like 2-2. My heart says we're gonna win 2-1.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just haven't won at Anfield, bro. And maybe this time will be different. And I hope I'm wrong, obviously, but my head says we might share the spoils there. What about you?
So, if I was going with my head, I'd say 2-2 as well. Like that would be from my head.
Oh, mate, we can't agree, mate. It ain't good for the video.
No, that's what I mean. I got to think. No, you know, actually, no. I'm going to be confident. It's at Anfield. Like, you guys don't win at Anfield. And not only do you not win at Anfield, you don't win against big teams away from home. Mm-hmm. Like you don't go to Anfield and win. You don't go to the Etihad and win. Like you know what I mean. So I think for that sole reason, I'm gonna go 3-1 Liverpool. Would be my prediction.
3-1 Liverpool.
Because Salah's gonna scam a goal or assist. Like it's just gonna happen. I predict Ekatike to just continue doing what he's doing. Like I think he's so motivated at the fact that we may be bringing Isak in that he wants to like make sure that his name is like he's undroppable. So I think he'll influence the game, and I'm actually going to go with Cody Gakpo, bottom right corner.
Yeah, man, he always.
It's just what he does, and he always scores at Anfield.
You might. Yeah, sorry, you might have had to bleep me out. I think I said the F word. My bad.
Oh, I don't care.
Gotta get this video monetized. You know what I mean?
No, man. We're 15. We're 15 minutes in. Swear all you want.
Yeah. So, look, for my 2-2, yeah, I am just hoping that we play direct. You know, as long as we play direct, I really want us to play direct. I don't want to get into other stuff because I'm worried you're going to ask me about them. So I'm going to leave that. There's my prediction.
So you're thinking of Victor Gyökeres there, aren't you?
Yeah.
So that leads very well on to my next question: is Gyökeres or Ekitike? Who's the game changer in this game?
Ekitike.
Yeah, I mean that's
guy,
obviously like
The guy is very influential when it comes to link-up play because the guy gets goals and assists. Gyökeres, he's the type of guy that doesn't have like a massive influence on the general play, but he's going to be on the end of balls, you know.
Do you reckon you're going to have enough creatively without Saka for Gyökeres to get those chances?
No, I think so because we've got. I don't know what the thing is with Ødegaard.
But then you have Eze to step in, so I guess it
we do have Eze.
But
Madueke's look good. Like I'm not going to say anything crazy.
Martinelli turns into R9 against us.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a funny question actually because I don't know if Martinelli or Eze is going to start.
I think if Ødegaard's injured, does Eze start in the 10? That would be my question. But then, do you want Eze's first start? He hasn't actually played for you guys yet, has he?
No.
Do you want his first game to be a start at Anfield? That's a genuine, you know what I mean? Like, I personally...
Mate, no, actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Yes, I do. What a place to absolutely make a statement, bro.
I mean, if we're going based on what happened...
There's no reason why he should, because...
I mean, he's played at Anfield before.
Yeah, well, he's played at Anfield and he's gone the entirety of pre-season. He's played all the games. You know, he's already played against you lot.
Tactically, though, will he be up to speed?
And the thing is, I actually think Eze is a really high IQ player.
He is very smart.
Like, he just knows where people... Like, he knows. Like, yeah, you need to build a relationship with players, but I think a lot of it is just instinctual. Maybe, like, you know, he's scanning... You know, doing that Xavi, what was it? Xavi Alonso thing where he's constantly scanning, looking over his shoulder.
Constantly checking the wing mirrors.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he's a game changer. Bro, he's the type of guy that would just hit it as well. And I love it.
True. Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's fair enough. I personally think that Gyökeres will struggle in this game. And that's not just me. Why?
Yeah.
Physically, he's not going to be able, like, Gyökeres' game is being able to bully defenders, and he's coming up against Virgil van Dijk.
Bro,
and
I saw Virgil van Dijk get handled a little bit at Newcastle, bro. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, Van Dijk didn't get handled. Van Dijk probably was the best Liverpool player on the entire pitch against Newcastle. He was incredible. Now, Konate, on the other hand, if you'd said Konate, I'd agree with that. But I think Van Dijk was our best player. He was clearing everything, tackling everyone. There were times where there were 2 or 3 Newcastle players, like they played it long. 2 Newcastle players challenging for the header, and he beats them both. Like,
he is just a brute.
I also think that in terms of like what striker Van Dijk would rather face, it's a Gyökeres who's just going to run with him. It is like he struggles more against, and I wouldn't even say he struggles, but he has more problems against Kai Havertz, for example, or like a Julian Alvarez. Like, he doesn't struggle against Erling Haaland.
Well, it's because you haven't seen Gyökeres play against Van Dijk yet, bro. You've seen all these players play against Van Dijk, and like you have the evidence. But I appreciate you're going to back your man, yeah. But
I'm just going on play style.
I think the way that you guys, the way that you guys are going to play your high line, yeah. I think Gyökeres could have a bit of joy there, because his goal against Leeds was Calafiori gets the ball just in our half, like by the halfway line, and a first time ball just hopeful down the left wing. Now, if that was Martinelli going on it, he's turning around recycling that ball, but Gyökeres went at it. He went at the defender, and I appreciate it's Strauch, yeah, but you can only beat what's in front of you.
Oh no, 100%. But no, I completely agree with you there. Like that he went for him, and I thought that was good. For me, that's not the problem with the goal. The problem with the goal is what came in the box. I think Gyökeres took an awful touch. I think a half decent defender clears the ball. Yeah, that's my problem with it. It was a great finish into the corner.
I don't know. I
don't think it was
so.
messy dribbling. Yeah.
No, man.
If that's Van Dijk and Konate and not two Leeds defenders, I don't think he gets through. No, I just don't.
Well, I guess we'll see. I don't know. I thought he did very, very well. The way he took it down, like, it's a difficult ball. He's running at full pace. He took it down. He cut inside. The thing is, it looks like a messy touch, but he's just opening up space. He's quick enough to catch up to that touch. At the end of the day, he got to that ball before their defender did.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, no, of course. But
and the touch inside and the finish by the near post with nice venom.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The finish was
like,
good.
It was a good goal.
No, I do think it was a good goal, and I always say you can only beat what's in front of you, like what you've just said there. So, like, I think in that situation, brilliant. But what I do also think is Konate and Van Dijk are arguably two of the fastest and strongest centre-backs in the league. So it's a different calibre of centre-back you're coming up against there. Like, how did Gyökeres perform against Arsenal last year in the Champions League?
He performed pretty well.
But, like, were you worried about him? Or was it just like...
I was. There was actually a moment where it was him against Saliba. And he held it up and then turned inside and just took a heavy touch right into the space because we were playing a high line. We were like, the thing is, we battered Sporting,
yeah.
And Gyökeres wasn't getting any of the ball. But when he got the ball, he was just quick, strong, direct. Like, he smashed the ball and it, like, was going near post, but it just hit the crossbar. Like, the way he bullied Saliba in that moment, like, I was like, raw. Like that was a crazy first impression of him.
So my
game against Leeds, against Leeds, he didn't have that many opportunities to do what he did because we were playing against Leeds, a very, very low block team. But the one chance he did, he scored. Except from the miss right beforehand, he just completely lashed away at that. So that was a bit of a lie, but that was like the first time we saw him running in behind.
So my only question then would be, and I'm playing devil's advocate here, but I do watch a lot of Arsenal just because little brother's Arsenal fan, cousin's Arsenal fans, you know what I mean? So I do watch a lot of Arsenal. I'm not just saying this from nothing. Do you not think that Gyökeres looking good in your eyes against Arsenal is because that's the sort of striker that Saliba does seem to struggle a bit more against? Like, I'm talking, you got like physical strikers who Saliba seems to not get on with. Like, I'm talking about Mateta, you know what I mean? I'm talking about, obviously, Gyökeres, like we've just said. I'm talking Isak, for example. He's physical in a different way, but he's still very direct, very quick. You know what I mean? He holds the ball well. Like, and that's the sort of strikers that Saliba seems to struggle more against.
So, I understand where you're coming from. Like, seeing us get hurt by those types of players makes you want those types of players, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. No, 100%.
Like, I remember when I was looking at Adama Traore, pants player. Well, he's not pants, but he's just not great.
He is pretty
But just seeing him just absolutely just run past people, I was like, damn, I want him. But he's rubbish, and I'm glad we didn't get him. But the thing is, with, like, who was the most difficult striker that you guys came up against last season? You're going to say Isak. Like, Premier League wise, you're going to say it. And what you just said, where Gyökeres, he isn't exactly like Isak, but he's strong, powerful. So I just think that archetype of a player is dangerous for all defenders. Bro, defenders just don't like getting run at. And
No, but
beforehand, we didn't run at people. We would play into the striker and just pass off him.
So the only
We
thing that I
didn't really
will
get him
say,
behind. Sorry.
no, it's fine. I'm just, my brain's turning here from what you're saying. Like, the only thing that I will say, like Isak in comparison to Gyökeres, is the fact that like Isak more beat us with great movement. Like he didn't beat Van Dijk and Konate by being physical. When he scored against us at St James's Park, it was an absolute rocket from about 35 yards out. Like, he didn't even go to challenge Van Dijk in that situation. He didn't run at him or anything. He just hit the ball and it flew top corner. You know what I mean? Like, he was in that half space, found himself a bit of space and lashed a shot. And I don't know whether Gyökeres has that sort of long range shooting ability or not. But yeah. I'd say that I do agree with you, to be honest. Just not.
But overall, yeah, to like make a thing, to like conclude this is that I would say Ekitike will be more implemented. You know. Because as I said.
But you think Gyökeres will score? Is that the vibe?
That's a tough question, man. I hope he does. I don't know. The thing is, mate, I can't name a scorer. It's weird. You know,
I could see Gyökeres like bundling the ball over the line, if you know what I mean.
No, do you know who's definitely scoring? Gabriel, header.
We can't defend set pieces, which actually does worry me. Like
yeah.
Both of Newcastle's goals came from set pieces.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
mate, all I know is that it's gonna be a good game. Like it always is. It's always a good game. My heart's gonna be pounded. My palms are gonna be sweaty. Knees weak, arms heavy. It's gonna be horrible to watch. But depending on what the result is, one of us is gonna be absolutely delighted. The other one's gonna be depressed, mate.
Would you be happy with a draw?
I'd be happy with a draw, bro. We're at Anfield. Anfield is not an easy place to go.
Yeah, I get that. So, last couple questions, and these are just going to be little quick fire questions. I just want a quick yes or no.
Yeah.
Is Arsenal's defence good enough to handle Liverpool's attack on Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Slot versus Arteta. This is not a yes or no question. This is a Slot or Arteta. Slot versus Arteta. Who would you rather have for the next 5 years?
Oh. Arteta.
Well, if you have Arteta for the next 5 years, you're going to stay trophyless. So I'm happy with that. So.
Yeah, mate. Nah, it's coming, man. It's coming.
To be fair, I do feel like you're building to something, but I just don't know what you're building to. Is that an FA Cup or is that a Champions League? You know what I mean?
The Premier League, bro. We're coming for it all.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to say we're going to win them all before anyone says that I'm insinuating that. But we're going to go for them all.
So this is gonna rile you up a little bit here. Is Arteta actually an elite manager, or is he just riding the momentum of getting close? Like, is he just riding off the fact that, oh yeah, we finished second, oh we were the second best team in the country, or is he actually elite? Or as I think he is he the Spanish Brendan Rodgers?
I think he is elite because in the league that he's playing in, like he did get second, but it's a difficult job to get the players up again and go for it again.
Yeah.
And the second time we did it, we played really well in the second half of the season. We just lost against Villa, and I was actually at your house watching that. That was heartbreaking.
Yeah, I got up dancing.
Yeah, I know, shoving it in my face. But I think it's not easy. This is gonna sound really loser mentality, but it's not easy finishing second 3 times in a row. You know what I mean?
Bro,
and like
you're
getting the players up again.
You are preaching to the choir here, because I know
yeah,
that
exactly. But like you guys got over the edge, and like I think we are very similar. But you guys are the, I guess, quote unquote finished article of what this project needs to be like.
But our article was finished by this point. That's the only thing that I will say.
Yeah.
Is we had won things by this point. Like we had a Champions League. We've been to back-to-back Champions League finals. Like we went to
I need to
3
see.
Champions League finals in 5 years or something like that.
Yeah, that is pretty nuts. This Jurgen Klopp was different, man. He was
That's what I
different
mean.
gravy.
That's what I mean. But anyway, I respect your answer. I also respectfully disagree. But now you get to talk about my manager. Do you think Arne Slot's elite? And do you think that he can keep winning? Or do you think that it was sort of like he came in, he had a great season, and that's that?
I think these are two really extreme sides, which makes it tasty. Is he elite? I'm gonna say no. Like, he did win a Premier League, and like that is like amazing. But he came from Feyenoord, I guess, and I guess he won at Feyenoord. Actually, oh, I'm changing my mind.
So I'm gonna say something.
might.
This will probably change your mind. You know, we lost to Nottingham Forest before Christmas last year, and Arne Slot was fuming about that. The reason he was fuming about that is that's the only game that he lost in the year of 2024.
Damn.
The only game of football he lost.
You know what? He's elite.
You know what,
If you win a Premier League, you've got to be elite. But the thing is, the reason why Arteta isn't elite in your eyes is because he hasn't won anything. And I guess that's how people see elite versus not elite. You know.
No, so I agree with you, but I also see why you didn't instantly say Slot was elite, because for example, with someone like Klopp, even when he hadn't won anything, you could say he was elite because he was getting to finals and he was getting 98, 99 points. You know what I mean? And he was doing these things. So you say he's elite anyway. With Slot, we've seen him win a Premier League, but a lot of us haven't seen a lot of him. So yeah. I do understand your hesitancy there, but yeah, I guess for me, if you win a Prem, you kind of have to at least have been elite for that season.
Yeah.
So
Claudio Ranieri's elite, mate.
Yeah, he
Big
is.
man.
And these last 2 questions kind of go hand in hand, so I'll ask them together.
Go on then.
Is number 1, who finishes higher, Arsenal or Liverpool?
Arsenal.
I'm obviously going to say Liverpool, predict them to win the league. And lastly, is this Arsenal's year to finally win the Premier League again?
Yes.
How confident are you on that?
I am more confident than I was last year.
And you thought you were going to win the league last year?
Yes.
News just in, by the way, and we will leave the video on this. Alexander Isak, no, I'm joking. 4th division side Grimsby Town have just eliminated Man United from the Carabao Cup. So no matter who wins and who loses, we can't get worse than United.
Exactly, bro. Like, let's thank the Lord we're not United fans.
Oh,
that's
man.
something that we can definitely agree on.
I'll tell you what, 10 more years, ruin that room. 10 more years.
Please, stay.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, thank you very much for being on the channel.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me. I probably rambled a lot, but...
No, it's good football talk.
Just talking about football, mate.
Good football talk. And we might have to get you on after the result, after the 3-1 battering that you take.
Yeah.
after a Hugo Ekitike hat-trick, maybe. Who knows?
Depend on the result. I would be very, very, very enthusiastic. Well, I'm not showing up.
Yeah. I was really
man,
hoping.
Thank you for having me, man.
No problem. You enjoy the rest of your night. Let's go play some goddamn pro clubs. Come on.
Yeah,